We've got some new video this morning showing protests that escalated late Saturday in Denver after the peaceful No Kings rallies ended. Now, this was near the Capitol. Protesters are pushing back against the Trump administration's policies, including mass deportations. Your Denver reporter, Jasmine Arenas, she was there and she talked with some demonstrators.
People out here are finding an excuse to be violent and they're burning flags and stuff, and I feel like that's not right. We're out here for a different cause, and I mean, if you're burning an American flag, that's where we're from, you know, but at the same time, like, it is wrong what's going on right now. We're here protesting for our people. Like, my grandpa, he's an immigrant, so I'm here fighting for my grandpa, and they're just making us look bad.
Protesters also clashed with police near Coors Field. Police say the demonstrators threw rocks and other objects at officers. We're told authorities used pepper balls and smoke to disperse the group. And around dusk, law enforcement tried to block people from getting on the highway. This was near I-25 and Spear. Police say rocks and other objects were thrown at this scene as well, and there were reports of graffiti. Pepper balls and smoke were also used at this location. Now, police have confirmed at least 17 people were arrested in the Denver protests. But before protesters started clashing with police, demonstrators started the day at the state capitol. Your reporter, Michael Abeda, has their message.
Saturday, thousands of people descended on downtown Denver to exercise their First Amendment right. It was Denver's No Kings rally, one in a series of nationwide protests where attendees voiced their opposition to the Trump administration and their policies. It seemed everyone had their own reason for showing up.
It's really important to me that we're keeping our families together.
I'm really concerned about women's rights. Your people voted for you. It's time to serve your people.
But no matter what the issue was on the top of their list, all demonstrators agreed on one thing. They don't like President Trump.
Trump is a felon. He is in office, and he said that he was going to go after criminals and deport the criminals, but in reality, he seems to just be deporting a lot of innocent people.
Donald Trump has to go.
This is Leslie's second protest ever.
The first one was nothing compared to this. This is huge.
She says she wasn't sure she was going to come at first.
I come from the 60s and 70s, and you know, that was like 60s and 70s were violent times. So I was a little scared to come, but my friend here said, come, and so I did, and I'm glad I did.
I think it's amazing. The sense of community that's here right now is really cool.
Jasmine says this isn't just about disliking President Trump, it's about loving where she's from.
We're all here, we're all trying to do something good for this country.
She and the rest of Saturday's demonstrators think they know a good first step. Even if some, including the president, may not agree.
I do not think he will listen to us, but I think it's necessary. He can't ignore it completely.
Now, it was a hot day on Saturday with high temperatures into the upper 80s and 90s. There were a few people who were evaluated by paramedics, but there were also a lot of people in the crowds handing out bottles of water, making sure everybody was hydrated and safe in the heat. In Denver, Michael Aveta, covering Colorado First.
Organizers say No Kings protesters showed up in force all over Colorado. They marched from Fort Collins to Parker along the Front Range. Your reporter, Kirsten Susel, talked to demonstrators in Castle Rock.
The No Kings rally here in Castle Rock was much bigger than originally expected. The event's organizer originally thought there'd be about 1,000 people in attendance today, but my guess is they far surpassed that number. It was a very large crowd out here in Douglas County to protest President Trump and his administration in a conservative county nonetheless. Protesters gathered and then marched through Castle Rock as many cars passed by, honking in support of their message. The rallies in both Parker and Castle Rock remained peaceful, and for many, it felt good to join forces to take a stand against an administration they are simply unhappy with.
There are thousands of us just here in Parker right now. So that's it, you know, that feels so good to know that we're not alone. We are not a minority in this county, the way we're portrayed.
The rally also gave the opportunity for people with a multitude of concerns to express them.
This is what democracy looks like. I lost a lot of guys in Vietnam. I also lost guys in Desert Shield, Desert Storm. To me, that's the reason why I'm wearing this. Don't forget about the fallen. And he doesn't care about the military. He really doesn't.
I've been an advocate in the Alzheimer's community for over 30 years, and I am not going to accept reductions in funding for Alzheimer's research from this administration.
There were several people we spoke with who attended other protests in other areas such as Parker and Littleton earlier in the day, and then they made their way down to Castle Rock to join this protest. Really just making a day out of it all. In Douglas County, Cheerson Susel covering Colorado First.
And meanwhile, President Trump took part in a massive military parade Saturday commemorating the Army's 250th birthday. The event also coincided with the president's 79th birthday and drew both celebration and criticism. Natalie Brand was along the parade route in Washington, D.C.
A massive parade of U.S. military might rolled down Constitution Avenue, marking the Army's 250th birthday. The president and first lady looked on from a viewing box near the White House with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, Vice President J.D. Vance, and dozens of other dignitaries. In remarks, President Trump talked about U.S. military strength.
Thanks to their extraordinary service and devotion, 250 years later, America stands tall, America stands proud, and America stands free. We're the hottest country in the world right now.
Saturday's parade featured around 6,500 members of the military, showcasing the U.S. Army's uniforms and equipment through the decades. The last time Washington, D.C. held a military parade like this was 1991 to mark the end of the Gulf War. Army veteran Chad Sangster traveled with his family from upstate New York to be here. He served in Iraq after 9/11.
What are you thinking about today?
Just thinking about their memories, my memories.
I was thinking about both of my grandfathers and my father and my son and my husband.
As an Army family, what does that mean to you?
A sacrifice.
This is what democracy looks like. In cities across the country Saturday, critics of President Trump organized what they called No Kings rallies.
We love America, and we want to make sure that we can fight against the authoritarianism that's happening as we speak.
Demonstration organizers said millions came out to march in hundreds of events. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.